Good afternoon, everybody. It's September 4th, 2024. I'm going to call the Kent County Police Accountability Board meeting to order. Remember, everything that we discuss, personnel matters, remain confidential. We follow Robert's Rules of Order and the Open Meetings Act. Did everybody on the board get a copy of their minutes? Can I get a motion to accept them?
Make a motion to accept.
Second. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes.
I think I need a copy of the minutes. Or I don't need these, Johnny needs a copy. Johnny needs a copy.
First order of business is old business. Under old business, I'm just going to discuss, Chestertown PD, the sheriff's office, and y'all were there, weren't you, at the Coffee with the Cop?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I know I was there. Ms. Horsey was there, and I thought it was a good turnout. Did y'all get any feedback from it?
We did. We had several positive comments. We also, Duncan was very generous with what they provided to help us out with the donuts that went along with the coffee we purchased. And I did send them, on behalf of everybody, the ACC, the PAB, and the police departments, a thank you just for hosting it. And they have reached out and said that they would certainly do it again in the future.
Excellent. There was also the food truck program, which I missed, but I understand there was other people that were on the board that were there.
That was very nice.
It was like,
Yeah, snakehead bites, yep. Very nice.
And I heard that was a great turnout. I mean,
Looked like.
Yeah, I
nice.
honestly didn't know what to expect at all, and I was very surprised by the number of people that came
Yeah.
out there. So, yeah, we tried it, and one of the deputies thought it would be a good idea. We tried it, and it was good, so we'll probably do another one.
excellent. New business, upcoming training in Denton. Everybody should have received confirmation that
Yeah.
you're registered. We're going to roll right into open discussion. Case review of closed cases. It's the primary function of the PAB to review cases with input from the Administrative Charging Committee, and we have 3 members of the ACC here behind us. When we start this review, if there's any questions that they might be able to answer, they're here to assist us when we review these cases. Did everybody get a copy of the spreadsheet right here? Looks like this.
Yes.
This is what I went over on the last meeting. Starting with the first case, anybody from the PAB have anything to add? Questions? The second case, which was 24002. Any questions about that case? And Johnny, you weren't here at the last meeting, correct?
No, I was out of town.
Basically, what happened, I gave a brief overview of what each case entailed without going into personal information, what we could share at an open meeting.
Okay,
And it's really everything that's on this sheet right here.
okay.
The third case, any questions about that? And the fourth and final one.
Go ahead and finish up.
Well, pretty much finished, so.
I was looking at this 24-002, improper handcuffing resulting in injury. It's not sustained. I guess I'm trying to figure out, and then it says sustained on one case, but I'm not sure if I understand the disposition.
So what happened was, the person made a complaint about the improper handcuffing and the disrespect,
Okay.
and complained about the arrest in general. The police department conducted their investigation. They forwarded the case to the ACC. The ACC reviewed it, and we sustained the one charge that the police chief found in that review.
Okay, I see.
Now, even though this has been done, will this go into their permanent record on these 4 cases or not?
Yes, a copy of the finding of.
Yes.
Of findings, yes.
Okay.
In mind with the substantiated finding as an additional note, which is the letter of reprimand. So the investigation would always stay regardless of the outcome, and then any disciplinary action is followed.
Right, that way if down the road something else happens, you've got, okay.
Absolutely.
Anybody have anything else? No? Any comments from the ACC? No, thank you. Shelley? Yeah. How about the sheriff or the chiefs? No?
I'll just say that this is proof that the process works. So I've said it before, I'll say it again, I appreciate every individual that's a part of this, because I know you're getting paid big money to be here, but at the end of the day, it's showing that this is a system that, you know, it works. It's fair, it's equitable, and it holds accountability, just like the name says. And it's complete transparency, because we can sit here and talk about these things now, and none of us have the intention of hiding anything at all, and when, you know, if we make a mistake, we need to address it and move forward.
And as these cases come along, the ACC starting to kind of find its footing. And we're going to meet later on, because we want to discuss some things we'd like to see done administratively to help this process.
Sure.
Because we're kind of learning as we go. Same as the PAB, we're learning. The case review, I don't think anybody realized it. That's the main job of the PAB, and that we have to make recommendations. But the way it was done, I think it was perfect, meaning that there was no conflicts. It was all up front.
And Barry, you had mentioned the PAB and ACC are learning, and so is law enforcement.
Right.
You know, one of the trainings I attended recently had said that, you know, LEOBR was established in the 70s, and it wasn't perfect right out of the gate. You know, it took a number of years for it to become what it was, and of course, when they repeal and replace, now we have something new, and it's going to take a couple years for this thing to get the good understanding and make sure all the agencies are doing the same things.
Right.
So just like the PAB and ACC, as law enforcement, we're learning as well.
Yep.
And I think just having, it took us a little while to get a couple cases, but now that we have some, I think we're getting a better understanding and a footing of how we move forward. So it's just going to become more of a fine-tuned machine as time goes by.
And I will say that being on both sides of the fence, being part of the PAB and the ACC, I know the flow of information that we've gotten, I can honestly say, I think it's been great from all 3 agencies. Wasn't like we've had to go digging for anything. It's all there, and it's very nice. Anybody have any comments?
The
Any
only thing
questions?
I'll add, Barry, is that I spoke with Frank. For an old guy that's been doing this 50 years, this is a challenge. It's a whole new aspect of doing your job. We're lucky, we're small. We haven't had anything yet, but I'm sure it's out there. The unfortunate part about this job is it's a thankless job that makes a lot of people unhappy. But I appreciate everything that Frank has done to help me, because in my position, the chief of police really means nothing. You answer calls, you do calls for service, you're part of the team, and I just personally want to thank everybody, Dennis, the chief. It's been an extremely challenging experience for an old guy, and sitting across from another old guy, the way we used to do business.
That was coming. I'm just waiting for that.
We used to do business quite a different way, and
Oh, yeah.
we're learning, so we appreciate everything that everybody does to help us.
Barry,
Yes, sir.
I'd like to compliment the chiefs on the thoroughness of the reports that they've submitted. It's obvious that they've done very intense investigations and provided us with a lot of information. Very well done. Thank you.
And I'd also like to reiterate, only because the last time we were here, it was the folks on the board, but I think it's important that the guys that are in the field to hear this. I found it absolutely remarkable, quite frankly, with all the opportunities that you folks have for things to go wrong. And we get to look at this. And I'm sure as this grows, as Dennis says and the chief says, that this will grow. But you guys encounter folks daily, and they're not happy to be stopped by you or be encountered by you. But because you're doing their job the right way and the way it's supposed to be done, it's acknowledged because we don't have a lot of work to do. And that's the way we like it. We think that's awfully special. And keep up the good work. I agree with the judge 100%.
Thank you.
Shelley, anything? Okay.
I have one other question.
Yes, sir.
Again, not being here from the last meeting, this 24002, the one that I had mentioned earlier, it says improper handcuffing resulting in injury not sustained, arrest in general not sustained, and general disrespect, and then sustained was a letter of reprimand. Does that go to the complainant? When I say basically what actions were taken,
Yeah, so
complainant? And then my next.
I'll give you a quick overview of how this whole,
Yeah.
the process works.
Yeah.
The person made the complaint to the agency. They filled out the complaint form, and an internal affairs investigation was conducted. Once they gathered all the evidence and the facts, they send it to the chief. The chief makes his recommendations. The whole case comes to the ACC. The ACC reviews everything and does their, quote, investigation. And in this case, we concurred with the police chief on the one charge that was sustained. The other two, there was no evidence, and he was exonerated. Were not sustained. You gotta be careful with the words.
Now, my question is,
And then,
did they have an attorney, and are they pursuing action
no,
for?
no,
excessive
he just
force?
came in to make the complaint, and he was given a copy of the outcome of,
Are you asking about the officer, or are you asking about?
Well, I see it as resulting in injury.
Oh,
You
I see
know, I
what
thought maybe there's, once he
Pick
gets
that
a
up
decision, he lawyers up, then file a tort claim against the town.
If I can
Sure.
elaborate just a little bit to say specifically in this case, the gentleman had a pre-existing injury, and as a result of the arrest with the other complaints that he filed, he also said that the injuries were created by the incident, when in reality there was absolutely no evidence whatsoever, both in body cam video of two different officers and also written statements that they made. There was nothing to indicate that was the case. So, is it possible that he could still come back? I guess it certainly is, but at this point, there's no indication that that will happen because our investigation was unfounded or not sustained, and it was agreed upon with the ACC. So.
I know when I was a city attorney, we had a similar issue, but later they lawyered up, and they filed an excessive force tort claim, Section 1983 against the city. But anyway, that's besides,
Yep.
our particular responsibility.
Yes, sir.
Have you gotten any feedback, or did you receive any feedback from the people after you gave them the results?
I haven't, I would have heard it, but we haven't heard a thing.
I would have heard.
Any other questions about this topic? We're moving on. Anything for the good of the order? Any open discussion? Going once? Make a motion, we adjourn. Second?
Second?
All those in favor? Aye. Thank you. Thank you guys for coming.
Turn the lights off.
Thank you for having us.